सचिवज्यूहरू, राष्ट्रिय योजना आयोगका उपाध्यक्षज्यू, Excellencies, Chief of different missions stationed in Kathmandu, ladies and gentlemen. सर्वप्रथम त म नेपाल लगानी बोर्डको 12औं वर्षको स्थापना भएको 12औं वर्षको अवसरमा म लगानी बोर्डलाई बधाई दिन चाहन्छु, शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु र आउने दिनमा लगानी बोर्डलाई जुन त्यो जिम्मेवारीलाई अझ प्रभावकारी ढंगबाट लगानी बोर्डले आफ्नो जिम्मेवारी पूरा गर्नेछ। बढी भन्दा बढी लगानी नेपालमा भित्र्याउन कोसिस गर्नेछ। यो शुभकामना र विश्वास व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। हाम्रो देश आर्थिक समस्याबाट विभिन्न कारणबाट गुज्रेको छ, तर राम्रो दिन आउँदैछ। त्यसको राम्रो संकेतहरू देखा पर्न थालेका छन्। त्यसको मतलब यो होइन कि हामी समस्या रहित भइसक्यौं, त्यो होइन। समस्याहरू छन्, तर ती समस्याहरूलाई हटाउँदै आर्थिक वृद्धि बढाउने राम्रो अवसरहरू अब सुरु हुन्छ र त्यसका संकेतहरू देखिएका छन्। हाम्रो विदेशी मुद्राको सञ्चिति राम्रो छ। पर्यटक आगमन वृद्धि भइराखेको छ, त्यसले पनि आर्थिक गतिविधि बढाउँछ। हाइड्रो पावरमा एउटा प्रगति लय पक्डिराखेको छ र इन्डियासँगको जुन सम्झौता भएको छ 10,000 मेगावाटसम्म विद्युत खरिद गर्ने 10 वर्षमा, त्यसले लगानीकर्ताहरूलाई एउटा सुनिश्चित मार्केट प्रदान गरेको छ। त्यस्तै खाले समझदारी हामी चीनसँग पनि आगामी दिनमा हुन्छ भन्ने हामीले विश्वास लिएका छौं। त्यसले थप एउटा बजार हाम्रो हाइड्रो पावरको जुन सम्भावना छ त्यो बजारलाई खोल्दछ भन्ने मलाई लागेको छ। हामी पहिला पर्यटकको कुरा गर्दा पश्चिमी देशहरूको पर्यटकको मात्रै हाम्रो दिमागमा आउँथ्यो अथवा जापानको हाम्रो दिमागमा आउँथ्यो। अहिले जुन हाम्रो छिमेकी देशहरू ग्रो गरिरहेछ, आर्थिक उन्नति प्रगति भइरहेको छ, त्यसले चाहिँ एउटा धेरै ठूलो सम्भावना टुरिज्ममा छ। तेस्रो सम्भावना हाम्रो यो एग्री सेक्टरमा पनि ठूलो सम्भावना छ। जुन हाम्रो टोपोग्राफी छ, भेराइट क्लाइमेट छ, त्यसले एउटा चाहिँ सहज वातावरण दिन्छ नेपालमा लगानी गर्ने र त्यसको बजार विदेशमा समेत प्राप्त गर्ने सम्भावना त्यसले दिएको छ। त्यस्तै गरेर अहिले आईटी सेक्टर इज ग्रोइङ र यंगस्टर आवर यङ पिपल आर कमिङ इन्टु इट एन्ड दे आर एक्सपोर्टिङ र यो चाहिँ बृहत सम्भावनाको क्षेत्र छ। त्यसमा मेजर इन्भेस्टरहरूलाई जुन विदेशका जुन स्थापित यो आईटी सेक्टरका कर्पोरेसन कम्पनीहरू छन् तिनीहरूलाई हामीले ल्याउन सक्नुपर्दछ र हामी चाँडै अब एउटा लगानी समिट पनि नेपालमा गर्छौं। त्यसको लागि अब तत्कालै हामी यथेष्ट गृह कार्य पनि सुरु गर्छौं। बजेटमा पनि हामीले बोलेका छौं। त्यही म भन्दै अन्त्यमा फेरि पनि all those who are gathered here, excellencies and mission chiefs who are contributing in Nepal's development efforts, I like to thank on behalf of IBN and on behalf of Government of Nepal. There is a tremendous opportunity that is available in Nepal. Our investment laws is good. We are trying to make it even better. So, and there is a, I heard from Chief of World Bank here that this limit on foreign investment cap need to be removed. We'll look into that. We already said that in IT sector there should not be any limitation, capital requirement. We already did that in hydro sector, IT sector, agro sector, mines and minerals, industrial infrastructure, and urban infrastructure. There are a lot of opportunities, and Nepal is in a right track. We have our new constitution firmly in place, so we have legal provisions, and whatever hurdles that may come, we are ready to address those hurdles. And before this investment summit takes place, we'll make sure that whatever grievances that may come or that you may have in your mind, we are ready to address those grievances. And in coming days, we like to see investment in all these sectors. And I also like to tell you that whoever have come to invest in Nepal, they have made good profit. Whether it's in communication sector, NCL is making good profit. Dabur, they are making good profit. Surya Tobacco, they are making good profit. Coca-Cola and all others, they are making good profit. In hydropower, because there's an assured market and we have power purchase agreement, so no problem in that. So I think there is a great potential not only to invest in Nepal, but also make money, because private sector will not come if they don't see profit. We know that. So I welcome to invest in Nepal, and as ambassadors and chief of the missions and people representing different investors organization station in Kathmandu, I urge you to spread these good words to other potential investors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for this very optimistic speech wherein he shed light on the silver linings, potentials and possibilities, and the vehicles which could better the environment and ultimately attain the desired prosperity. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, today certainly is a day of celebrations, celebrations of relationship and celebration of accomplishment. Amidst this celebration, we want to take out a few moments to extend our felicitation to the esteemed individuals and entities who have rendered instrumental support in the very recent past to help the IBN and the government of Nepal achieve remarkable milestones. Before we proceed with the formality, please note that IBN has been extending felicitation as a gesture of gratitude and appreciation to its valued partners, investors, developers, and stakeholders at various occasions and milestones. And we do look forward to many more opportunities in the days ahead. And said that, may I now turn back to our chief guest, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, to kindly step forward and do the honors of extending our felicitation marking the 12th anniversary celebrations program. Please note again, ladies and gentlemen, the felicitation today are being extended to individuals and entities contributing recently to IBN's efforts. First and foremost, a token of appreciation to Mr. Radhesh Pant, former CEO, Investment Board Nepal, for his contribution for the theme presentation on Investment Board Nepal and Way Forward at today's anniversary celebrations program. Secondly, to Standard Chartered Bank Nepal in appreciation of its valuable collaboration and partnership in successfully organizing the International Conference on Financing for Nepal held in Kathmandu on 12th of May 2023. May I invite Mr. Nandalal Sharma, Chairman and MD, SLA PDC Limited, India, marking today's celebration in recognition of his valuable contribution to the development of energy sector in Nepal. This is marking the milestone of a PDA signature. We now take a moment to extend felicitation to the team of negotiators from IBN and beyond for the horrendous task they have successfully executed, in commendation of the Herculean effort and the successful execution of the PDA signing of the Lower Arun hydroelectric project. First and foremost, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, as the coordinator of the team, the Chief Executive Officer of the Investment Board of Nepal, for the entire team's outstanding contribution in successfully leading the negotiation of Project Development Agreement of Lower Arun Hydroelectric Project. Mr. Madhu Prasad Bhetwal, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, in recognition for his outstanding contribution in successfully concluding the negotiation of the Project Development Agreement of Lower Arun Hydroelectric Project. Likewise, Mr. Ritesh Kumar Shakya, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Finance. Mr. Phanindra Gautam, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs. Mr. Phanindra Gautam. Mr. Dhirendra Pradhan, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Forest and Environment, for the great support in successfully concluding the negotiation of the PDA. Mr. Amrit Lamsal, Joint Secretary, Office of the Investment Board, Nepal. Ms. Sangeeta Ojha, Joint Secretary, Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Ms. Sangeeta Ojha, the Joint Secretary at the Office of Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Thike, the Deputy Managing Director, Nepal Electricity Authority. And Mr. Semant Dahal, Advocate and Partner, Avinawa Law Chambers, for his great support in the successful negotiation of the PDA of Lower Arun Hydroelectric Project. Mr. Semanta Dahal. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present our appreciation and felicitation for the outstanding dedication and service to staffers who have made their bit of contribution recently to the Office of Investment Board, Nepal. Mr. Tapendra Chand, Consultant, Office of the Investment Board, Nepal. Mr. Ramesh Adhikari. Mr. Ramesh Adhikari, Mr. Tapendra Chand and Mr. Akshit Raj Paudel, Consultant, Office of the Investment Board, Nepal. In presenting this in grateful appreciation of their outstanding dedication and service to the Office of Investment Board, Nepal. As we extend our congratulations and thank you to all the individuals, and as we extend our gratitude to the Right Honourable Prime Minister, to Akshit Raj Paudel, Mr. Akshit Raj Paudel, who is the Consultant Office of the Investment Board of Nepal. As we thank the Right Honourable Prime Minister for doing the honours, may I now place my humble request on behalf of us all to the Right Honorable Prime Minister to address this forum.
Thank you. Very good afternoon and namaste to everybody. Honorable Ministers, Member of the Investment Board, Nepal, Secretary of the Government of Nepal, CEO of the Investment Board, Excellencies, Ambassador and distinguished participants. I am delighted to join with you today to celebrate the 12th anniversary of IBN. At the outset, let me express my gratitude to the members of IBN and its CEO for inviting me to this program. In the span of past 11 years, the IBN has played pivotal role in driving economic growth, building trust with the development partners, attracting investment and contributing to the national building initiatives. As we enter into a new year, I am fully confident that the IBN will chart out a new course of action with the new spirit, determination and enthusiasm. Excellencies and distinguished participants, COVID-19 pandemic has further deepened the division among the countries. We are now in the phase of low investment and low growth. Technological and digital advancement have, of course, made our lives easier, but concern of digital security and fluency persist more than ever. Rise of economic nationalism and protectionism have added further challenges to overall economic health of the least developed country like ours. Increasing public debt and shrinking fiscal space are distressing. Distinguished participants, amidst these challenges and bargaining crisis, the government has determinedly pursuing its ambition to graduate from the status of LDCs by 2026. We are effortful to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal by 2030. We are effortful to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal by 2030. We have set an ambitious target to become a carbon neutral country by 2045. To achieve all this, we need huge investment. While going through the testimonials of developers, investors and partners, I am happy with initiative taken by the IBN in building trust and development with development partners, reforming policies and instrumental mechanism. Despite the limited human and technical resources, IBN has been able to make some noticeable progress during the days. It is our topmost priority to improve investment climate in Nepal. The government is always committed to continuous improvement of the policies, laws, regulation, procedures and institutional arrangement for strengthening business and investment environment. We will continuously work to increase private investment including FDI for economic development of the nation in an inclusive and sustainable manner. Since the adoption of liberal market economy in 1990, the government has been partnering with the private sector. The current 15th five-year plan has envisioned garnering more than half of total investment from the private sector, and we are in the last years of its implementation. While we are drafting the 16th periodic plan, the government of Nepal firmly believes that resource mobilization from both domestic and foreign private partners is crucial for national development. In line with the spirit of the Constitution, coordination and cooperation among all tiers of the government is indispensable for creating investment-friendly environment. We have been developing various tools and mechanisms to strengthen coherence within and among different levels of government. Hydropower, tourism, agriculture, ICT, among others, are our sector of comparative advantage. We have been practicing build one operate transfer boot modality in few seconds. However, with transformative project through other new form of PPP in this regard, I have instructed the entire team of IBN to take initiative toward this direction. On this very day, I would like to request all our valued potential investors to increase investment in Nepal. We value every investment, large or small, and we are committed to de-risking those investments. I assure all the investors and stakeholders that the investment board of Nepal, along with other concerned authorities, will offer you the best services. Nepal is an attractive investment destination and has a favorable investment climate. And the government is committed to effective hand-holding of our investment during the entire business life cycle. As all of you are well aware that last year we have already successfully organized the 3 tiers of election: local election, provincial election, and federal election in a very democratic way and a very peaceful way. It has created a very peaceful and political stability, and we want to focus our whole attention in the economic building. Distinguished participant, before I conclude, I would like to highlight few points. Firstly, government is committed to ensure the policy improvement in terms of FDI and for effective handholding of the projects that are in the various stages of development, particularly in PPP model. I have directed all government mechanisms to provide prompt response to the developer. We must translate our continued commitment into action, and if there are any grievances of the developer, I have asked CEO IBN to report me, provide information, then I will immediately intervene. Chief Secretary is there to respond immediately to take required action for solving the problem. Please let him know. Secondly, government is seriously thinking to develop IBN as a fast-track agency with required skill set and human resources. We want IBN to be strengthened in terms of resources, capacities, and service delivery to valued investor. We have already mandated CEO to come up with concrete ideas for improvement. Thirdly, I highly value development partners, multilateral banks, and relevant partners for their support and contribution toward our development effort. In this regard, I would like to urge them to work with IBN closely to develop PPP sector in Nepal for increasing private sector participation in nation building. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for your very, very valued remarks. Said that, ladies and gentlemen, we now come towards the very, very concluding moments of the celebrations program. May I now invite to the podium the CEO of the Investment Board of Nepal, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, for the concluding remarks.
Right Honorable Prime Minister and Chairperson of Investment Board Nepal, Honorable Finance Minister, Vice Chair of IBN, Honorable Minister Energy, Water, Resources and Irrigation, Honorable Minister of Industry, Commerce and Supplies, Honorable Minister for Forest and Environment, Honorable Vice Chairman, National Planning Commission, respected Secretary, Governor, IBN Board members and Secretaries, Excellency Ambassadors and Head of Diplomatic Missions and other representatives from United Nations, World Bank Group, Asian Development Bank, International Finance Corporation, FCDO, and JICA, and representatives from other development agencies, leaderships from FNCCI, CNI, and Chamber of Commerce, valued investors, government officials, and Office of the Investment Board team, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste and very good afternoon. First of all, I would like to express our humble gratitude to Right Honorable Prime Minister, Chairperson of IBN, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, valued investors, participants, for your gracious presence to mark the 12th anniversary of Investment Board Nepal. Investment Board Nepal has taken this glorious of promoting and garnering private investment, executing projects and developing institution as a PPP Center of Excellence. And I am delighted to contribute these endeavors as part of the esteemed and very profound institution chaired by Right Honorable Prime Minister. Specifically, the implementation of IBN's first strategic plan backed by 5-year business plan has streamlined each activity undertaken by the institution in result-based framework. And so our projects also aligned into result-based framework. And it has been 12 successful years for IBN towards realization of 42 mega projects in different sectors as energy, mines and quarry, industrial infrastructure, cable car, and tourism, and which are for sure in different stages of development. IBN has approved an investment around $7 billion for till today, and out of these projects, 28 projects along are in energy sector and 14 are in non-energy sectors. And on non-energy sector, to realize these projects, those legal, regulatory, and procedural frameworks are essential. So on wearing itself to deliver those projects. IBN has presented a demonstrative effect in hydroelectricity development under the PPP framework for domestic consumption consumption schemes and export propositions as well. Moreover, IBN has been effectively hand-holding around 4,000 megawatt of clean energy projects that are already aligned into result-based framework for timely implementation. Among the projects to be implemented is 669 megawatt Lower Arun, 740 megawatt West Seti, indicated capacity of 450 for SR6, 327 Upper Marsyangdi, 2 PROR hydropower projects. Further, following PDA signing of Lower Arun hydroelectric project, preparations have been arranged towards commencing its construction at earliest. And in the bid to amplify Nepal's renewable energy capacity, Board has acknowledged the DFSR for the development of 250 megawatt solar energy project. Similarly, IBN has granted study rights permit to another project for preparing detailed feasibility study report 5 megawatt of project located in Dang district. Likewise, the commercial operation of 6,000 tons per day and 3,000 tons per day TPD, that is tons per day capacity, Hongsi Sivam and Hwasin Cement Narayani plants respectively have a positive impact on advancing quality and competitive pricing in the Nepalese cement industry. The flagship hydropower project Arun 3 with 900 megawatt installed capacity is in advanced stage of construction. Additionally, the 900 megawatt of Upper Karnali hydroelectric project has reached the financial closure stage. IBN has been doing its best to lift the morale and confidence of the investor. To garner quality investment, IBN has been equally focusing on reach, retain, and regain approach for investment promotion. The reinvestment proposal of Dabur Nepal, the country's first generation FDI project, and 69 megawatt Lower Arun hydroelectric project, which increased investors' confidence for doing business in Nepal. But a few exemplary examples of a favorable investment climate in Nepal and increasing credibility of the institution IBN. We stress the need for effective coordination, collaboration, partnership between government and the private sector. We are collaborating with multilateral development banks, World Bank, ADB, CLDP, USA, USAID, Urja Nepal for capacity building and technical assistance. To force new partnership, memorandum of understandings have been signed with UNDP, FNCCI and Nabil Bank, and a membership of WAP, World Association of Public-Private Partnership, was also obtained. IBN has been enhancing its capacity, and the leadership is determined to institutionalize the IBN as an ideal institution for investor with quality and fast-track services in its stage of project life cycle. A firm and systematic foundation has already been laid for IBN. However, we have to, as expressed by Right Honorable Prime Minister, we have to strengthen the Secretariat or the Office of the Investment Board with ensuring sustainability and capacity to expedite the facilitation process or effective handholding service rendering to our valued investors. And in this period of 12 years, 3 PDAs, Power Development Agreements, and 2 PIAs are signed so far, and IBN has succeeded in generating hope and developed trust. Further, we have developed system and processes and streamlined the same in OIBN for fast-track facilitation of project from its development to implementation, in active coordination and collaboration with relevant government instrumentalities. Similarly, Project Bank Framework has also been developed to identify, select, and prioritize credible and bankable projects. The establishment of IBN Fund and ONM survey are concrete steps taken for the sustainability of the institution. Other various initiatives for the system development and process improvement within the institution, like web-based one-stop service platform, knowledge management platform, project bank management information system, project monitoring dashboards, manuals, standard operating procedures and guidelines have been undertaken to make the institution more functional. IBN strategies to prepare better, to grow consistently over the foreseeable future as a professional PPP institution and provide more transparency, better facilitation to valued investors, and ultimately complement more to national development targets by implementing strategic project and priority sectors such as hydropower, transport, agriculture, ICT, mining and minerals, health and manufacturing sectors. I would like to take this opportunity to express sincere appreciation on behalf of the Office of the Investment Board to Right Honorable Prime Minister and all the board members for providing guidance in each stage of our progress. And I would like to thank our line agencies, CDOs of Project District Development Partners, namely FCDO, UNDP, JICA, Development and Financial Institutions, ADB, World Bank, investors, private sector associations, experts, academicians, civil society, media, and each and every individual who has contributed to this institution over the last 12 years. And I would like to express thanks to former CEO of IBN, Mr. Radesh Panta, for his thematic presentation made today, highlighting the role of IBN and the way forward. Last but not the least, I would like to appreciate the efforts made by the OIBN team who have been working day in and out to make this event happen. Thank you.
And now, as we head towards concluding this celebration, may I request the CEO of the OIBN, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, to make a presentation of a token of appreciation and gratitude to our Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Pakamal Dahal Prachanda. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mark this important celebration, a great milestone, we highlight the importance of sustained efforts to transform Nepal investment. We remain